Rural Australians, all let us rejoice, for this round is for you. I know what it's like to watch TV and feel like all of the shows are geared towards the tiresome city slickers who make them, and not the hard-working, soul-of-the-earth folks like us, who are the backbone of this country. This round is both to honour you and educate our dipshit panellists. And to help us on our merry way, it's my great pleasure to welcome our very own Barnyard Romeo. It's Farmer Aaron Chen!
Howdy, Guy. My name is not Barnyard Romeo. It's Farmyard Aaron.
I'm sorry, man. I know that Barnyard Romeo is just it's a turn of phrase for one who loves animals.
I do not love animals. I love my wife. I married a I did not.
What?
I love my wife. I do not love animals, Guy.
I just assumed because you work on a farm you love animals. I don't think that's...
You're crazy, man.
Moving things along. All right, you city slicker contestants. In this round, you'll see next to Farmer Aaron a table displaying 4 items that you come across in your bustling corporate lifestyles. So consumed by your own sense of self-importance, you are probably oblivious to the fact that these items originate from the humble farm. On your turn, you will each select one of the 4 items while our patient and knowledgeable farmer Aaron explains to you its rural origins, from which you will spell your rural word. To help you, you may ask to hear your word in a rural sentence for the farm of origin or for a definition that you city slickers will understand. And this time we're going to start with you, Hannah. Have you spent much time on farms?
Yeah, I have.
So this is familiar territory for you?
Oh, I feel right at home.
Unbelievably authentic.
Yeah.
G'day, Cobber.
Looks like Farmer Aaron's made a recovery from the accusation that he loves animals.
What the hell, Guy?
It's also very funny to see a New Zealander tell an Australian that they're used to making love to animals.
That's because in New Zealand we love to have sex with sheep. So...
We do too in Tasmania.
And I do too. Oh.
Well, Hannah, there are 4 different wares to choose from on the table there. Do any of them take your fancy?
We'll go wool.
Wool?
Yeah.
You have selected the beanie. These are worn every single day by every man and woman in the city. But did you know that beanies originate from sheep?
A stunning little fact regarding a stunning little hat. But this beanie was not just made by any sheep. It was in fact spun from a French merino, also known as a rambouillet.
Rambouillet. Farm of origin.
La ferme.
R-A-M-B. It's dodgy now, isn't it? U-E-T.
Done.
Yeah. You know, I know I've got it wrong, so I don't feel the need
don't rule
to
yourself
add
out yet.
letters.
That is incorrect. Rambouillet is spelled R-A-M-B-O-U-I-L-L-E-T.
No, it's unnecessary.
Rambouillet. Alex, you grew up in Brisbane, didn't you? Which a lot of people in Melbourne and Sydney consider a farm.
Yes, I grew up in southeast Queensland.
I don't know a lot about it. What can you tell me about it?
It's hot, it's fun, there's sick theme parks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have you been to Wet n Wild?
No, I've not been to
No,
Wet.
that's my bedroom.
Can I just say, in Queensland, Rambouillet is what they say when they put on a Sylvester Stallone movie.
How long have you been sitting on that?
Since I first heard the word Rambouillet.
Firstly, love that joke. Secondly, candle?
Candle. Did you know that when you set a candle on fire, you are actually being quite disrespectful? Because they are made by the hard-working boys and girls down at the beehive. Candles are made by bees.
That's true. Candles are made by bees, and they don't make them like this in the CBD. This is more of a CDB candle, as in you're going to want to see these bees make their wax. It's incredible. What binds the wax together? Why, it's a little glue-like resin that we down at the farm call propolis. And your word is propolis.
Firstly, I'm terrified. Secondly, I wish I had Leon. You know, we used to date.
Hey, I'm happy to donate him for a round.
No, I don't want to be good that badly.
Human trafficking.
Leon is a person, Julia. Right, back to Alex, who's still
Propolis.
building up to spelling propolis.
Far out. All right, P-R-O-P-E-R-L-E-S.
That is incorrect. Propolis spelled P-R-O-P-O-L-I-S. I can't award a point. I'm sorry. Dane, you seemed excited when you found out about this round.
Absolutely. Rural Australia, that's where I live.
What are you interested in over there?
Is it a coffee?
You probably think this drink has nothing to do with the farm, but did you know that latte is Italian for milk? And the reason they use the Italian word for milk to describe this drink? Because at least half of the drink is actually milk. And guess where milk comes from, bozo? That's right, the farm.
Any good?
I think it's old.
That's right, Dane. You've selected a lovely milky coffee, one of my favourite drinks. My favourite part of any coffee, or day for that matter, is milk. And while in many ways cows are more advanced than us, as they don't censor udders on their social media platforms, if we drank their milk straight from the source all the time, we'd be sick as hell. What you really want before enjoying a thick, creamy glass of milk is for that milk to be pasteurized. And your word is pasteurized.
Milk. Okay. Can I get it in a rural sentence?
I'll tell you what, I wasn't bloody happy when my farmhand came back from a milking session and he turned all the milk into long strands of fettuccine. I said, look, I can see what's happened here, but what I asked for was for that milk to be pasteurized.
All right. Pasteurized. P-A-S-T-U-R-I-S. E? D.
That is incorrect. Pasteurized spelled P-A-S-T-E-U-R-I-S-E. D. And last but not least, the spelling juggernaut that is Julia and Leon. Can I ask, Leon, how did you feel when you were offered to be palmed off to a struggling Alex?
I felt like a sheep.
Desirable. Back to the game at hand. Julia, Leon.
Well, we've only got the apple left, so Aaron, take it away.
I'm sorry, I actually do have to take it away. That's not actually part of the game. I just brought this for a bit of a pep up.
That is confusing. It does sort of look like you've been left with nothing. Or rather, something that we cannot see, but both rural Australians and city slickers alike rely on. Some for rain, others for storing tens of thousands of photos we'll never look at again. I'm, of course, referring to the cloud, which is made by the hard-working boys and girls down at the server farm. And the cloud in this studio, well, I happen to know for a fact it's made by the people at Apple. Your word is apple.
Take it away, Leon.
A-P-P-L-E.
That is correct. Well, consider yourself represented, rural Australia. Can't be much to complain about there. You're welcome. And for Julia and Leon, there isn't much to complain about because they're out in front on 5 points.